Yes, Selamat. Hello, everyone. I'm Soichi Tanabe from Global Environment Center Foundation, JEC, Tokyo, Japan. First, I'd like to explain our organization, JEC, very briefly. JEC was established in 1992 as a UNEP support entity committed to conservation of the global environment. Since 2014, JEC has been acting as an implementing organization for JCM financing program on behalf of the Ministry of Environment of Japan. This is our today's agenda. Firstly, I will explain an overview of the financing program of JCM model projects. And after that, Ms. Aoyama, my colleague, will introduce our online business matching platform called JCM Global Match. This slide shows a basic concept of the JCM model projects, but Mr. Kawakutsu has already explained. Then I'd like to skip this slide. This slide shows how JCM model projects work. As you see in the middle of the slide, to implement JCM project, an international consortium should be organized between a Japanese entity and the JCM partner country entity. As indicated on the left, to provide incentive for introducing low carbon or decarbonizing technologies, Ministry of the Environment of Japan, MOEJ, offers a grant through JEC. And as you see on the right, JCM CO2 credits will be shared between Japanese government, the partner country government, and the consortium members. From this slide, I will explain guidelines for submitting proposal of JCM model project. There are 4 criteria for the project to be supported by this program. First, projects need to reduce energy-related CO2 emissions with leading low carbon or decarbonizing technologies in partner countries. Secondly, projects should contribute to the sustainable development in partner countries. Thirdly, reduction of GHG emissions achieved by the projects can be quantitatively calculated and can be verified. And lastly, facilities installed by the projects do not receive any other subsidy. This slide shows the basic structure of international consortium. Representative participants shall be a Japanese entity. Its main role is overall project management. At least one local entity in the partner country should join the consortium as a partner participant. Its main roles are installation and management of facilities. We review applications for the financing program to see if the members of consortium have relevant technological and operational experiences, financial resources, and administrative capabilities. These are typical cost items which are covered and not covered by this program. Covered costs are, for example, facilities and equipment, monitoring equipment, construction work for installation of facilities, and so on. Not covered costs are removal work for existing facilities and equipment, civil engineering work, consumable supplies and materials, spare parts, and so on. For the Japanese fiscal year of 2020, which runs from April 2020 through March 2021, the total budget for JCM model project is 9 billion yen, approximately 85 million US dollars. The financial support can cover up to 50% of eligible project costs. But depending on the number of already selected projects, using a similar technology in each partner country, the maximum percentage of the financial support changes from 50% to 30%. The amount of financial support per project is generally between 50 million to 2 billion yen, or 500,000 to 20 million US dollars. Please note that the JCM project need to complete installation and start operation within 3 years after receiving formal approval. Another important criteria is cost effectiveness. Cost effectiveness is defined by this formula. That is the amount of financial support divided by the emission reductions over the durable years of the facilities. That means the cost to reduce 1 ton of CO2. Durable years of the facilities are stipulated by the Japanese law. And the cost to reduce 1 ton of CO2 needs to be equal to or less than 4,000 Japanese yen, approximately 40 US dollars. If the number of similar technological projects in the partner country is 5 or more, the cost effectiveness should be 3,000 yen or less. And currently there are 5 or more hydropower projects in Indonesia. Also, if the number of similar technological projects in a partner country is 10 or more, the cost effectiveness should be 2,500 yen or less. In addition, the following points are very important to implement the JCM projects. The first one is appropriateness and certainty of the project plan, including the project schedule, status of land acquisition, concession, license for the project implementation, and the power purchase agreement in case of a power generation project, and financing plan, including financial resources other than JCM financial support. And the second one is profitability of the project, including cash flow and payback period of the project. The payback period should be 3 years or longer with JCM financial support. In fiscal 2020, we newly started JCM Eco-Lease scheme that can provide financial support for leasing businesses. Financial support of this scheme is uniformly 10% of the total leasing charge, including leasing interest. In this scheme, the monitoring period has been shortened to reduce the burden of the project reporting. The reporting period is equivalent to leasing period, but at least 5 years. In addition, less documents need to be prepared for application, and no need to develop a new methodology. This is the timeline of the first selection of JCM model projects for this fiscal year. Additional selections will be conducted several times by the deadline at the end of October, in which case the schedule after selection will be shifted behind accordingly. Please note that proposal acceptance will end as soon as the budget for this fiscal year is used up. This is a list of the selected JCM model projects in Indonesia as of today. There are 34 JCM model projects in total in Indonesia, and among them, energy efficiency is the highest number of 21, and renewable energy is 10 and has been increasing recently. In fiscal 2020, nearly 1 renewable project has been selected in Indonesia. These graphs show the trends of JCM model projects. In the upper left graph, you can see that the total budget and average amount per project are increasing. The upper right graph show the expected GHG emission reductions by JCM model projects are increasing. And in the lower left graph, as you see, you can see number and ratio of JCM large projects are increasing. JCM large projects mean the projects with GHG emission reductions over 10,000 tons CO2 per year. Then we expect you to propose a project that will achieve greater GHG emission reductions and cost effectiveness. This slide shows investment scale of JCM model projects by technology type. These amounts are rough estimate and total amount from 2013 to 2020 and include JCM financing as well as other financial resources such as self-financing and bank loans, etc. As you see, investment amount of renewable energy is about 169 billion yen, and energy efficiency is about 45 billion yen. And this is an investment scale of JCM model projects by country. As you see, investment amount of Indonesia is about 27 billion yen. Actually, JCM financing program has the effect of promoting investment to the partner countries. Coronavirus has a serious impact on the world society and economy. During this period, new normal is required in our society, such as digital transformation, remote control of equipment, smart factory in production, digital supply chain, resilience in the community, etc. In addition, green recovery is needed for decarbonization. We think recovery from the impact of COVID-19 is a good opportunity to accelerate decarbonization. Then we would like you to utilize the JCM financing program to tackle with these issues. We recommend that anyone who is considering a JCM model projects has a consultation with JEC or Indonesia JCM Secretariat before submitting an official application. Please send an email to contact us. And this fiscal year, we hold webinars in several countries. And please visit our website and Twitter to find more information about the JCM. We are looking forward to working with you closely and creating more JCM model projects in Indonesia. Terima kasih banyak. Thank you very much.